I'll just come to your house when things go to shit. That's what people seem to say. Family members will tell you that, and you try to be nice, and you tell them, listen, everyone that comes in has a job. What are your skill levels? And the number one most response I seem to get is, well, I can cook. Okay. So 90% of my people that I have can cook. I just don't need that many cooks. What else you got? Can you garden? Can you clean a chicken? Get it ready to cook? Can you clean a goat? Get it ready to cook? How about a cow? Can you work security? Are you actually willing to pull the trigger if the time comes? So no, you're probably not just going to come to my house when shit hits the fan. But how do you vet people who you do let come into your mag? Well, a lot of it has to do with how long have you known them? What's their level of integrity? What do you think they're actually willing to do to keep your family safe as well as theirs? Um, a lot of people say they can do this and that. They're not afraid to pull the trigger. They won't be afraid to fight for your family. But when the rubber hits the road, is it really going to happen? But you need more than just security people. Yes, you still need the guy out there or the girl out there to tend the garden. You still need cooks. You can't survive a grid down without people. Lone wolves just ain't going to make it. I mean, maybe you're the best Bear Grylls in the world and you can live by yourself in the woods and eat grubs and wipe your ass with poison ivy, then, well, good for you. But most of us, we need people. We need people to stay up and watch the homestead at night. We need people to watch the homestead during the day. It's people. But you got to find those right people. I have 4 or 5 of those right people. I have family members that I can count on. I have family members that 80% sure they'll pull the trigger if they need to. I have family members that can grow anything. Can they get here? It's a new problem. No, my family members are across the street. So it comes back to people. You got to meet them. You got to make sure they're quality people. What is their skill level? You know, you need people need to be able to build stuff, fix stuff, even if the cars aren't running. What happens if the electric goes out? Well, you're not going to have electric probably. But what happens if a window breaks in your house? Uh, what happens if your rain catch system breaks in a storm and your gutters are no longer leading to your barrels? And water's a whole different story altogether. But finding the right people is probably one of the hardest things in the world. People's convictions are different. People are selfish. There's not very many selfless people in the world anymore. Trying to find that rarity is becoming a rarity in itself. I have a few good people. We have a plan. We know where we're meeting. Um, and we're going to get it done. Are we going to live forever? Are we going to prosper? Maybe. Are we going to die with a really hot barrel in our hand? Maybe. But that's how we're going to die. We're going to go kicking and screaming and flinging brass. Bet your ass on it. But I can cook. Good. Maybe we'll need you because one of our other cooks didn't quite cut it. But how do you know you're not going to be the guy that's going to go, oh, these poor people outside the gate, they're so hungry. I'm just going to give them a little bit of food. You give them a little bit of food, now they know there's food. So the bleeding heart is another thing you've got to put aside because the bleeding heart will get you killed or raided or whatever just as fast as telling someone to beat feet because you don't have anything for them.